How was I supposed to take that? What do you mean you sound like a Shanika? Like,
only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life moves fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want.
all right, y'all. So I'm starting a story time from now. So this is a work time story time, right? This is about customer service and how whether you're the person giving the service or you're the person receiving the service, it's a joke. It's a big joke. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm gonna make this quick because it's hot and I'm about to go do laundry, and I felt like let me get this story time out because it's jokes. Okay, all right. So where do I start? I'm trying to get my bearings around how I'm gonna tell the story, but I'm gonna just keep it straight and plain. Customer service. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. We got a couple snapbacks to talk about. So the first one, I'm sure you guys have had to make a phone call, and whether you're spelling out your name or you work for customer service and you have to ask them the name and you want to be sure you hear the letters correctly, so you do A as in apple, B as in baby, B as in boy. What's another one? C as in cat, C as in Charlie. What's another one? D as in David, D as in dog, D as in do not disturb. I don't know, whatever, right? You get it. So boom. This was a couple years back, but it's just so funny because this person is sort of coming back up in work, and so it made me think about the story time, and I was like, listen, I got to tell my peeps, because, so boom. At this point, I'm at my job, like, I'm super new. I ain't gonna hold you. I probably was a couple months in, spanky new, right? I get this caller. She's looking for somebody. First of all, I can't get mad at how crazy calls or work gets. Like, before I started, I was put on. Sometimes you know what I'm saying, things happen, like it's a thing. So I always take that in. And also, I'm at work. I know that I deal with different energies and different people, so I'm prepared for it. Whether you have a nasty attitude, whether you're just confused, whether you're rude, whether you're cutthroat, like whether you up there, I try to diffuse it, and if I can help you, I can help you. Now, if you're just being plain rude, I limit what I say. I already don't trust people. It's just, I act accordingly. And I'm generally a bubbly, nice person. I feel like only your soul gets irritated if you don't like the fact that I am. And that's some dealings that you need to go on you. Because even if there's an issue that maybe you feel like that I'm doing, just talk to me. I receive everything. It's about your delivery. It's not what you say, it's how you say. I can't get mad for somebody for feeling the way they feel. You understand? All right, get back to the story. I'm at this job for like a good 2-3 months. I'm spanky new. To the point where if things are happening, I'm asking questions to make sure that's okay and make sure this is what I'm supposed to do. Like, I don't know. Point is that I'm brand new, right? I get this person. She's looking for someone. She's already on 10, but not really. In the beginning, like, she wasn't on 10. She just really needed to get whoever she's been trying to get. Okay, cool. Anywho, y'all know I'm not gonna go in detail, so I'm gonna try to talk around the fact of things. So she calls in. Now, I'm not gonna hold you. She had a crazy name. Let's just call it what it is. The name was long. The name was a lot. And I'm just not used to those names. So maybe let's not be ignorant. I don't know if it was crazy. The name was not your typical name. What is a typical name? Okay, the name, anywho, when it came down to spelling the name, you know, I'm making sure. Blank, let's just get any kind of thing out there. You know, I'm asking like, P as in Paul, E as in Edward. You know, I just want to make sure. Let me make sure. So I have everything that you needed, you know, in the message. I got it. And I have your number, but let me just make sure I have your name down pat. Because then I go give them the message and I done spelled it my own kind of way. They don't even know who this person is. So I like to confirm, right? I'm like, P as in Paul, E as in Edward, J as in Jackrabbit. Like, I'm just saying stuff for the sake of whatever. Anywho, when I get to the letter D, I'm like, D as in dog. Now, here's my thing. I've said D as in dog, D as in David for years. Since my mom used to let me play on the and make out voicemails for the family, you know, when you call in the home and you've reached the Jackson residence, you know, boom. I've been saying that since forever. When you pronounce some stuff and maybe you want to confirm, like D is. So I say to her, D is in dog, because there's a D in her name. When I tell you she ripped me a new booty hole, like, okay, let's not say that. When I tell you she jumped down the throat, came out, spit my tonsils out, threw it to the side, and took it to the recycling bin, she ripped me a new one, okay? Which was, like, it caught me off guard, but here was the main thing that I heard in everything that she was going off about. You keep saying D as in dog. I ain't no effing dog. I ain't no effing dog. D as in, and then she made her own D as in whatever she said. I don't even know the letter she said. And I was like, ma'am, this whole entire conversation, I've been polite. I've been trying to make sure I get this message correctly. I want to make sure it gets to the right person. There's no way in there that I even gave up that I was being rude. I apologize. I've said that for years. I've said it for years. I've never even thought twice to think. And here is where maturing is a thing. Because the old me probably would have flipped back. Aside the fact that I had the job, maybe not flip back, but been an asshole about it, right? But as soon as she said it, I received the information like, oh, shoot. You know, I never thought about that, D as in dog. I mean, you know, I get it, but I'm not calling you a dog. Anywho, I never even seen this person in my life. For me to see the person and she really like a dog. I don't know. It's just, this was baffling to me. That's not maturing, because then I went back. All right, guys, this is... Anyway, so this happened when I first started, right? That was like a good 3-4 years ago. So now, like 3-4 years later, when I actually see the person, so that's why you got upset, ma'am. I get it. I ain't even mad. That's why you got upset. Okay, but that was that. Anyway, y'all, from here on out, I do not say D as in dog. Like, I can't even say it without thinking about that situation. And the only reason why I came back to my soul is because I recently just saw her. And I was like, that's why you got upset. I don't know what you've been through, but that was a projection on me for like what? So it's like, I say D as in dog all the time. Well, I used to. I haven't said it in however many years now. Like, if I'm saying it now, I just am more conscious of when I say it, who I'm around, because, well, how could anyone take that? If you hear the name, yeah, you want to make sure that you're saying every letter the correct letter, because it's a name I've never heard before. Like, to the point where now when I hear it, well, I only hear it when talking about this person, but it's just, I can't even think the same. Like, I get tight automatically. I get upset off rip, like. All right, so that was that. It was one more I had to say. I feel like there was something else as far as like customer service. No, that was it. So this is another one that really has interrupted my soul. Okay, so boom, one day I'm at work, right? I get this call, right? Now, I want to make sure that I'm not coming across as being ignorant or like mean when I say this, but I'm genuinely confused, and so maybe y'all can help me. Let me speed this up. So I'm at work, I get this call from someone, right? She's called a bunch of times, like a bunch of times, to the point where I actually liked her. Past tense. I don't not like her. She rubbed me the wrong way so bad. I don't know if she could get back to my good graces. I just don't know, to be honest. Anywho, I actually liked her, right? Older woman. She gives me maybe Caucasian. I don't know, but who am I to assume? Just saying. She calls the job. And like normal, we have our normal conversation, and whoever she wants to like deal with, they're a little unavailable at the moment. They like tied up. Here's the thing. I also work with like older women, and men, older people. I'm the youngest one out of the people that I work with. So they don't like dealing with the phone. Like the energies and personalities that come across. I'm so like easy, cool with it that even if you piss me off, you're never gonna know. Like I don't even bring it forth because for what? For what? Either I can help you or I can't. Either I know what I'm doing or I'm taking the message. Like it's just I'm not. So I never have an attitude unless it's not an attitude. It's I get so flustered because how dare you still talk to me like that? And that's not even the energy that I'm giving to you. I cut it short. You know what? I was trying to give you some help, but for some reason we're not on the same page. So I'm gonna make sure I take this message and make sure I can find someone to help you. Period. I don't even go back and forth. I'm not arguing, none of that. So I just want to make it clear so it's not like, oh, so people just no. Even if this is like the most disrespectful conversation, I never ever let it be shown. Because one, I know what I signed up for. What's the point? Two, it's not that deep. I'm at work. Like this is just what I'm doing. What are you doing? I don't have the time to play with you. I can sit here all day and play. When that 5 o'clock come, I'm out of here. So it is what it is. That's just how I take everything. That's just me. Anywho, the lady calls the job. And like I said, this is my girl. Without her knowing that's my girl. But I really like her. Like she's super cool and whatever. As I'm talking on the phone with her, we're wrapping up the call. And Shorty goes, all right, not Shorty, because that's a grown woman now. The lady goes, is your name? No. This is what she said, because I want to make sure that we're on the same page. Like, I told a bunch of people this, and I was about feelings, but I told them, and I'm not so mad now, but it took me a while. It ate me up for a minute, y'all. So she was like, is this Shanika? Not Shaniqua, but is this Shanika? Wait, Shanika? Shaniqua? Okay, yeah, Shanika. Don't act. Shanika. Hi, she was like, is this Shanika? Mind you, we finished our whole call. We finished the whole get up, get down, boom. So I'm like, no, there's no Shanika that works here. Mind you, she knows who she calling. So I just say that because I just want to be sure she, because after her calls all day, maybe she got the offices mixed up. I don't know. So I'm like, no, there's no Shanika that works here. She goes, oh, you sound like a Shanika. Like, so casual and so not like you sound like Shanika who I talk to on Fridays at this office or maybe got me mixed up with someone. And I said, oh, okay. Is that it? Yeah, great. And hung up, right? How was I supposed to take that? What do you mean you sound like a Shanika? Like, first of all, my work voice does not give. I was about to be just as ignorant as her. Boniqua, Shoni. I was about to get tight. But not F that. I can say that. My work voice does not give Shanika. Okay? Don't piss me off, ma'am. Like, so when we hung up, I was so disgusted, but then I was like, Brit, you probably being super sensitive because, I could be a little sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're being too sensitive. Like, you're just dragging it. She ain't mean that. Y'all talk all the time. After I hung up, nah, miss, you knew what you were saying. You knew what you said. What do you mean? I would have felt a little better if she really said, oh my God, I thought you were Shanika from such and such office. Oh, I thought you sound like a Shanika. And she said it so confidently. It was the audacity that till this time right now, I just want to give her 2 boxes to the head. Like, what's up? And now, I don't like you. I don't. And I don't never not like people because it's never that deep. But miss, you did it. So now every time she calls, she hasn't called since. But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna get it out. One of these days, I'm gonna get the oldest, raggediest, that the sense kind of name. And she's gonna be one of those names every time. And I've been thinking, I've pulled out all the books. I've been getting some good ones. Cause every time you're gonna be a different name. Like it's that deep. It's that deep. I'm gonna take the message. I'm gonna do everything, but before we hang up, you're gonna be a different name every time, man. My mind is made up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. And if it becomes a situation, I'm gonna let them know. I honestly thought I'm gonna be so clueless. That's not her name. Every time it's gonna be a different name. And ask me about it. I'm gonna be just as confused with you. Wait, that's not her name. I thought that was. Well, who? She sound just like. I am, cause no. And not saying that I put on my little work voice just for work. No, but it's like my professional voice. Like, it's a totally different tone than all of this. It's, you know what I'm saying? Maybe this voice could sound like a Shaniqua miss. Maybe that. Let's just say, fuck it. I'll be Shaniqua. Like, I'm confused. You got too comfortable, man. No. We not. But yeah, y'all just talking about, you see how that shit got me tight again. But, it got me tight again. I'm just gonna wind it down. But yeah, y'all, that was it. Customer service really be a joke. And mind you, I'm not even in customer service. What are we doing? Like, what? But yes, y'all, till next time.